the Michigan International Speedway for the 12th race of Season 1 of the SCRL Kart Series. The number 48 of Carlos Rodriguez will be leading us to the green flag. Start beside him is the 55 of Ray Dent. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. Entering this race with 2 races to go here in the Season 1, Riley Spurley has a 465-point lead. As you see the rest of the starting lineup for today's race. Of course, Michigan is a 2-mile oval. This is the 3rd time we're racing here at Michigan. In the first race, Casey Nakata won that event, and Daniel Bouchard won the second. Nakata is starting 7th. Bouchard is starting all the way back in last place. So the last round at Ontario was a 1,000-point race, and Nakata won. Nakata jumped all the way up to 3rd in points. Riley Spurley lost over 100. Actually, lost over 200. It was 668. It's now down to 465. So he lost 203 points in one race, and the championship is not over because the next 3 races, Michigan, Atlanta, and Phoenix, all have 300 points up for grabs. So it is still anyone's game here in the championship. And now for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
The field is rolling off, and I mentioned that it is anyone's chance still to win the championship. Technically, that is true. At least in the top 10, I believe, can still win the championship. Because this race, Atlanta and Phoenix, the maximum amount of points you can gain is 900. So if someone won the last 3 races and they're within 900 points, they could technically beat Riley Spurley for the championship. But we'll figure out all the points and whatnot after. So Spurley just has to finish inside the top 10 to keep a strong hold on the championship for this race. Then he has to survive Atlanta, and we'll see what happens from there. But as of right now, Riley Spurley has a good shot of winning the championship. Carlos Rodriguez, a 2-time race winner this season at Atlanta, he'll be happy to head back there in the next event to try and win his 2nd race in a row there. Carlos also won on the Speedway at Trenton. Looks like nobody's having any problems. Pace car will pull in, and we will get to racing here for the 12th time here in Season 1 of the Kart Series. Pace car has pulled in. Pull them belts tight one more time. We are green here in Michigan, and we already got a problem with Daniel Bouchard. Looks like tire problems. And will there be a caution? No, there's not, but for safety precautions, we're going to bring out the yellow because Daniel Bouchard having problems. He stalled on the track. It's for safety reasons. So we're already under caution here at Michigan as Carlos Rodriguez maintains his race lead. Here comes Matt Boyd trying to beat him to the start-finish line. It doesn't look like it'll happen, and Carlos Rodriguez will lead the first lap here at Michigan, and we are under caution because of a stalled car on the front stretch. Well, we already know what happened, but we're just going to take a look and see what caused the caution. So here's the cause of caution. Daniel Bouchard, who's going to start in last. We're going to get the green flag, and he feels something is off with that car. And you'll see him make a veteran move as he pulls down to the inside of the track. He's not going to make it back around to pit road, obviously, so he decides to just park it on the front stretch. And the officials, we decided that we had to call a caution because the car is not in the racing lane, but that is very dangerous for Bouchard. So, no choice but to bring out the caution as he stalls on the front stretch due to a tire problem. Well, this will be a quickie caution, but still, we will take you to our first commercial break of today's race.
It is an ironic rule of nature that things that look delicious, creamy, rich, and satisfying are fattening. It is another rule of nature that to every rule there is an exception. Sugar-free A&W root beer. As delicious, creamy, rich, and satisfying as it looks, definitely not fattening. Sugar-free A&W, the exception.
Who's got something brand new you never had before?
Who's got the best darn burger and a whole lot more? Burger King introduces 4 new specialty sandwiches.
The chicken is a new filet, white meat through and through. Our chopped beef steak is U.S. choice. The ham and cheese is new. A great fish sandwich, too.
Who's got the best darn burger and a whole lot more?
New specialty sandwiches.
Burger King and I.
From the icy North Atlantic, crispy fish.
Tastes so fresh.
From the bountiful Gulf Coast, tangy shrimp. From the vast inland bays, juicy clams. And where can you get all this goodness? Long John Silver's, the seafood taste America loves.
And we are back. 15 laps to go. Daniel Bouchard is 2 laps down due to his tire problem. So we have 33 cars, 32 still on the lead lap. Carlos Rodriguez is our race leader. Second is Matt Boy. Third is Jack Lagacy. Fourth is Casey Nakato. Fifth is Ray Dent Sr. Sixth is Trey Wright. Seventh is Al Lagacy. Eighth is Kristen Russell. Ninth is Michael Brown. And 10th is Jack a Desk Watcher. Rice Burley Tube, our points leader, is back in 12th. There he is. So Daniel Bouchard, instead of going possibly 4, 5, or possibly even 6 laps down, is only 2 laps down. So he'll start on the inside line. We'll see if he can get a lap back. Hopefully try and get a caution. He will get 1 lap down and see if he can come back from that. So Bouchard is just basically hoping that someone else has a problem. Otherwise, he will get the last car award here at Michigan. So 15 laps to go here around the 2-mile track. Carlos Rodriguez has led every single lap, of course, because we were under caution because of Daniel Bouchard's tire problem. Carlos Rodriguez looking to make history here today, trying to become the first driver to win 3 times in the kart series. Pace car has pulled in. And we're back to racing here at Michigan. Drivers fanning out already. You cannot pass before you get to the start-finish line. Now you can. Off towards turn number 1. Daniel Bouchard is going to fall in line. As here comes Casey Nakato, our Ontario race winner, looking to win for the 3rd time in her career as well here in the kart series. Being pushed by Ray Dent Sr., who suffered a mechanical problem in the last few laps at Ontario. Whoa. You see the 3 of Michael Brown almost making contact with Al Lagacy. Michael Brown, our winner earlier this season at Trenton. You see Ray Dent trying to go around Casey Nakato. You got 16 laps to go. Drivers fanning out 3 wide. Carlos Rodriguez maintaining his race lead. As Ray Dent, being pushed by Michael Brown, moves into 2nd place. We got the lap car of Daniel Bouchard. P2 on track right now. As Bouchard is going to make a move on Carlos Rodriguez. Yes, he is. He's going to try and get his lap back. He's hoping, pleading, praying for a caution right now. Because if he beats the leaders to the line, next time around, he will get his lap back. Well, one of his 2 laps back. We got 12 laps to go as Rodriguez is going to try and cut down in front of Bouchard. not able to. Bouchard's got the fresher tires. As he's being pushed by Michael Brown. Bouchard not able. That could also be hurting the inside line because Bouchard might be a little bit slower than these lead lap cars. As now he gets under Rodriguez. And now he's hoping for a caution because he is there. You see drivers going 3 wide back there. That's a regular sight you see here at Michigan. You see our points leader, Rice Burley Tube, is stuck on the middle. That's not where you want to be here at Michigan. Does Burley Tube have enough time to drop down? No, he does not. Almost makes contact with Al Lagasse. That's been happening a lot today. Drivers almost hitting Lagasse. And you see Bouchard got passed. And on the inside line, here comes Michael Brown. Michael Brown will lead a lap as here comes Easton Myers in the 23. Next time by, we will be halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Here comes the 4 of Joe Jefferson, looking to give the Jefferson family their first win of the season. Of course, in the last round, Jay Jefferson got the Jefferson family first pole at Ontario. Still looking for that first win. Of course, once again, this race is 300 points. So some of these drivers, they could need these points who are way down, could try and gain some momentum. As Joe Jefferson leads them to the halfway mark, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. And we got a pack full of 33 cars all together. Titus Marchi, currently the last driver trailing the lead lap cars. Daniel Bouchard, of course, is still 2 laps down. Joe Jefferson goes up to block the high line. As he tries to go down and block the number 19 of David Briers, and does. Here comes the 21 of Clay Myers. You see behind him is Rowan Marmot, a 2-time race winner. He won at Phoenix and Watkins Glen, so he's trying to win for the 3rd time. You got Carroll Dent on the inside line as Rowan blocks Carroll Dent with a very aggressive move. Very aggressive by Rowan to throw the block. Carroll, who of course finished 2nd in the last round at Ontario, passed Casey Nakato in turn 1, got passed right back in turn 3. And Rowan will move up into 2nd place around Joe Jefferson. Looks like the Jefferson family will not win. Rowan going for the lead. He is currently 4th in points. He lost a lot of ground in the last round by finishing behind Spurley Tube and outside the top 10. So his championship hopes are still attainable. It's just he needs a lot of help from Spurley Tube not finishing well. As Rowan goes wide in turn 2, here comes Carroll Dent on the inside line. And look who is on the inside line as well. Our points leader, Riley Spurley Tube. This is not what these drivers need to see. If Spurley Tube wins, that'll push his championship hopes up very big. He's already got a 465-point lead, so if he wins, it could expand. And Nakato, we mentioned it, a 2-time race winner this season. Looking for her 2nd in a row. Only Spurley Tube knows how it feels to win back-to-back races. But not for long. Spurley Tube on the inside line being pushed by Dexter Black. And here comes Spurley Tube, our points leader. Dexter Black makes a little peek. They're not going to let Spurley Tube stay in the lead for long. This is a very hard track to defend the lead all the time. But Spurley Tube is going to try, and does lead a lap. So Spurley Tube at least can say he led a lap at Michigan. We got 5 laps to go. Next time by, Dexter Black has assumed the race lead, being pushed by Jay Jefferson, who had a good showing at Ontario, won the pole for the first time in his career. Trying to seal the deal. As he gets under the 13 of Dexter Black, who goes up the track just a little bit. Here comes the 55 of Ray Dent Sr. We mentioned him before. He had bad luck at Ontario in the last few laps. 5 to go. If a caution comes out now, the race will be over. As Jefferson takes the lead. Under Dexter Black. Being pushed by Ray Dent. Jay goes to the high side. Not a good run. Here comes Ray Dent on the inside line. Being pushed by the 14 of Derek Green. We got a lot of new drivers on the inside line. Whoa, Giorgio Tatsuyami, who crashed out at Ontario, is currently inside the top 3 now. Good run for that 44 team to try and rebound. And that Carl's Jr. entry. And you see Spurley Tube and Rowan are stuck on the high line, so those two won't win unless something happens on the inside line. Ray Dent Sr. continues to hold the race lead. Derek Green with a run. Not able to get around him just yet. 3 laps to go. It's getting dicey back there between these drivers. They're trying as much as they can. You see Spurley Tube has gotten to the middle. He's going to try and cut down in front of the 42, Daniel Grachach, and looks like he will. Rowan is still stuck on the high line, so Spurley Tube, he might have a shot at this. He's pushing the 21 car, of Clay Myers. Whoa, almost contact between Trey Wright and Daniel Grachach right there. We got 2 laps to go this time by. Derek Green going for the lead. But Ray Dent Sr. will lead that lap. Spurley Tube is the 4th car in line on the low line. Marvon Tamey and the 2 car is going to move up into 3rd in that orange and brown car. Here comes Marvon Tamey on the inside line. That's the way to go. 3 wide for the lead. Here we go. White flag. 1 lap to go. Marvon Tamey is our race leader. Here comes Clay Myers on the inside line. Can we make it back? We have gone this race almost fully caution-free. Here comes Riley Spurley Tube on the inside, being pushed by Trey Wright. Spurley Tube goes high. Is that a good run, though? I don't know if he's going to be able to cut down in front of Trey Wright. Yes, he will. Oh, Clay Myers goes a little bit wide. Off turn 4, it's a drag race. It's a drag race. It's going to be Clay. Oh. Who got that? Wow, Clay Myers. What is the margin? 7/1000ths of a second. That is a record here in the kart series. Wow. Well, since we're already here, we're going to take a look at that finish right there just a second. So here are your race results. Clay Myers holds off the points leader by 7/1000ths of a second. That is the new kart record for the closest finish of all time. So, I thought Clay Myers made a mistake. Well, I thought Riley Spurley Tube made a mistake on the backstretch because he went on the high side. Right there. Because usually that's how the cars, they get past. But Spurley Tube was able to jump down in front of Trey Wright. And then I thought Clay Myers made a mistake because just that little touch right there by Spurley Tube off turn number 4. Clay Myers goes high. And at this point, it's a drag race to see who is going to help who. And you see Trey Wright goes up the track. That might have hurt Spurley Tube's momentum. And at this point, it's a drag race. Trey Wright comes down the track just a little bit to try and help Spurley Tube. They're battling, and that is the margin. The width of a wing. That is the closest finish in kart series history. 7/1000ths of a second. So congratulations to Clay Myers scoring his first career SCRL sanctioned win, and what a way to do it with a photo finish here at Michigan. Once again, Michigan delivers. Riley's probably to second in points, finishes second. Third, Trey Wright. Fourth, Chase Miller. Fifth, Derek Green. Sixth, Dylan Ibrahim. Seventh, Marvin Tamey was the race leader at the start of the white flag, finishes seventh. Eighth, Michael Brown. Ninth, Ray Dent. And 10th, Giorgio Tatsuyami. Rowan Marmot finishes all the way back in 24th. Rest of your race results, we had 32 cars finish the race on the lead lap. Danny Bashar, the only driver, laps down because of a tire problem at the start of the race. Whew, got to catch your breath after that. So congratulations once again goes to Clay Myers, winning the closest finish in kart series history. We'll take you to victory lane for the first time with the 21 car. Here are your point standings after the 12th race of the season at Michigan. Raleigh's Pirelli Tube has a 703-point lead. There are 2 races to go in the championship, with the maximum amount of points you can gain is 300 for each round, which would be 600 points total. So the maximum anybody can gain is 600 points. David Briers is minus 703. So even if David Briers wins both races, he will not win the championship in terms of how points is. So officially, Raleigh's Pirelli Tube is your Season 1 SCRL Kart Series champion. Of course, depending on how he finishes in the next 2 races. But it's not officially official, but it is in all rights and purposes. This race is, the battle for the championship is over. So Pirelli Tube will be the Season 1 Car Series champion, depending on what happens in the next 2 races, but technically the next race. So that is how it is. Pirelli Tube has a 703-point lead over David Briers. Third, Clay Myers with the win, gained 2 spots. He is 727 points behind. Fourth is Casey Nakato, 886 points behind. And fifth is Rowan Marmot, 953 points behind. Sixth is Chase Myers with gained 4 spots. 7th is Carol Dent. 8th is Jack Lagasse. 9th is Carlos Rodriguez. And 10th is Salmon Oskin. 11th is Marcus Sasachi. 12th is Matt Boyd. 13th is Michael Brown. 14th is Trey Wright. 15th is Jack Duskwatcher. 16th is Titus Marchi. 17th is Daniel Grachach. 18th is Daniel Bouchard. 19th is Ray Dent Jr. And 20th is Chad Myers. 21st, Al Lagasse. 22nd, Dylan Ibrahim. 23rd, Ryan Pritchard. 24th, Dexter Black. 25th, Ray Dent Sr. 26th, Kristen Russell. 27th, Jay Jefferson. 28th, Marvin Tamey. 29th, Derek Green. And 30th is Giorgio Tatsi. 31st, Easton Myers. 32nd, Joe Jefferson. 33rd, Matt McIntyre. 34th is Chris Kyle. And last in points is still Blazy Bitar. That is your point standings after the 12th race of the season at Michigan. We'll next see you for round number 13 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.